Hey everybody and welcome. So as you can see guys, I have the dock working with the fan. You can probably hear it, the whooshing sound, not the big whooshing, but the small whining sound. The fan is here and on, as you can see, the blue light LED is active. This is plugged into it, and this is going to charge HDMI and a USB 3.0 port that I have that connected to my uh, Amazon Basic USB port, which actually gives me 5 optional ports in the back and 2 in the front. So I have both my wireless dongles for my keyboard and mouse. This keyboard, I don't have the unified receivers connected to just one, so I just have them both connected. And then I have a U-Green headphone microphone port right here plugged into a small extension, and that gives me to have my audio and microphone settings in one area without having to plug into the phone itself, which is right here. So all my audio is going from here, here, then there, and then so forth. And the fan is also powered on right now. It's keeping the phone nice and cool. And this surprisingly does turn off, but it takes a long time to turn off. I would say if you're not using this for probably an hour, maybe 2 hours, it'll probably turn off the fan. But if you're using it like desktop mode or something like that, and it's not in like screensaver ability, or the screen is turned off for a long period of time, then they'll just keep whooshing. I know everybody probably finds this bad, is that this fan only has one speed, on or off. So once it's on, it's at a consistent speed. It's not gonna do like Samsung DeX where it goes and blows and change the fan speed like that. But it does a pretty decent job in keeping the phone chilled in the back. I'm not 100% sure on how efficient, but it's okay. It's better than not having a fan at all, that's for sure. But yeah, it probably does a little bit better than Samsung DeX fan does, because I've noticed with this fan, sometimes when I have this plugged in, two things I've noticed with the DeX station I have here is I have the 20. I don't have the stock power adapter using on this, which is only, I believe, 20 watts or about 18 watts, something like that. These are the 25 watts. This is a 25 watt that you get with the wireless dock charger that only charges at 15 watts, but it's actually a 25 watt charger that they give you. And then the phone charger that you normally get with the Samsung S20 Ultra, it's a 25 watts charger also. So they're both identical, and that's what I'm using with this. And still, I'm having issues with this sometimes just basically just turning off the charging ability. And so when I'm playing the game, I notice that charge is actually depleting. And sometimes the fan just doesn't want to kick on, even though the phone is getting quite hot. So it's like, hello, turn on, turn the thermal performance on, but it doesn't turn on. Like if I'm playing Path of Titans at max settings, 60 frames per second and all that stuff, the fan runs for a few seconds, then just stops. But this, on the other hand, it'll just turn on and run, which is nice. So this will work without a problem. This, on the other hand, just sometimes just decides to shut down and not work, and even with more power being pumped into this little thing, it's still not keeping the phone charged. It's just deciding to just say, oh, I can't give enough power, even though I'm giving it more than it would normally with this little disc. Because the stock one, like I said, it's only like an 18-watt system versus 25 watts. So maybe if you have a 45-watt system, it might work. I don't know. But yeah, even with 25 watts and on a game that's not really that power demand, it's just somehow not wanting to keep it fully charged when in intense gaming. So it's an on and off thing. It's kind of funky, but that's the only thing I noticed on one of the games for the Android games. But anything else is okay. It runs pretty decent. Does keep the phone cool when it works. The fan blade system is nice, and it is pretty roughly quiet, way quieter than that system. But that's because this is a bigger fan, and it's not using a small, like, thin blade fan like this. So, and plus it's using an actual fan blade system, so you can see that it's got the curved design, so it has the fins inside that can actually move more without having to have a smaller space. So that's why this is more quieter. But yeah. Anyways, see you guys later. Peace.